Well, hello everyone. I'll bet you weren't expecting me. Not this early, at least. Got off work early. Figured why not start the stream an hour early since I was afraid I might not actually finish the game on this stream. Give myself an extra hour definitely might be enough to push us over the edge and get all of our scenarios done. So, when last we left our heroes, we had just finally done our final battle with the Camillus Empire and the Super Civilization Gardum. We managed to earn our freedom from them, and while doing so, we have gained an upgrade to the Grand Vang, and Nine revealed she managed to build a Vangray II, which Soji now pilots. So yes, that's right. We now have 4 OG characters on our pilot list. We have Soji, now in the Vangray II. It's good. It's the Vangray. It's exactly the same as the original Vangray, except it's got upgraded stats. So it's a little bit better. And, yeah. Gave him some good stuff. So, Soji is going to be support attacker specialty and hopefully get second attacks, but his skill is not very high. Then we also have Chitose, of course, in the Grand Vang. Veltav Text, Velt, in his Huckabine, and Charlotte Hastings, of course, in the Grungust. Those are our OGs. Getter Devolution, getting major Ava vibes so far. Haha, new challenger. More Getter, more Eldritch, just like you like it. Alright, so it's time to decide how we are going to end the game, because at this point we're going to make the final decision about whether or not we get the secret ending or the regular ending. We're going for the secret ending. Spoilers. I've been mentioning this several times though. Alright, near Great Camillus Empire in a large megalithic cloud. Yamato commanding officer's cabin. How is it, Doctor? There's nothing left for me to say. I see. Commander, Captain Bright, I planned to leave Haven Defenders in your hands when the time came. However, it seems I've put my greed before Iskandar. What do you mean? I want to see the Earth again. It's what's driven me all this time. Then back to Earth we go, Commander. With Dessler out of the picture, the Camillan have lost their will to fight. Too true. All we've left to do is retrieve the Cosmo Reverse System at Iskandar and head home. And a bit of rest certainly wouldn't be the worst thing for your body. Is there anything else bothering you? This is the decision that marks which route you go. You only get this decision if you followed all the things I specified about getting a secret ending. You want to say an arduous journey awaits us ahead if you want the secret ending. If you want the regular ending, you can say I think the fighting is already over. Our fight isn't quite over yet. What? Why? I don't expect Embryo nor Leonard Testarossa to take our return to Earth quietly. I understand. Every single one of our crew will be ready and prepared for battle. I imagine we'd all love a bit of a breather after such a long and harrowing journey. Not one of us can dare to forget the mission we've been entrusted with. Wait, Commander. Where are you going? We're almost at Iskandar. It's my duty to meet them at the bridge. You're really something. My apologies, Doctor, but I don't need to hear a word more. We're behind you all the way, Commander. We and Haven Defenders. And remember, Earth is waiting for us. May my last task be the sweetest one of all. So yeah, Okita has anime disease. I don't know if they explain it in the regular series, but they certainly don't here. So that's what happens when ELS join a Camillan fortress city. Yeah, that's remember they said the ELS absorbed the city? It became a flower? I told you the ELS plot's weird. It's beautiful. But why flowers? Wait, Miss Grace, aren't those the ones you gave to Setsuna? I'd wager they are. By coming to an understanding with Setsuna, the ELS came to an understanding of humanity. Those flowers held something of his goodwill, his rapport with people, a vision of peace, of the future. I'd have to agree. There's something moving about a Camillan despot becoming one with those flowers. Attention! Commander Okita has something he'd like to say. My dear Haven Defenders, this is Commander Okita of the Yamato speaking. We have finally arrived at Iskandar. Take a good look. Look, Iskandar lies before you. And I, as commander of the Haven Defenders, would have something I would like to say. Thank you. That is all. Not a super moving speech, but earnest. All ships are to follow Iskandar's guidance. Haven Defenders, you'll be going to the planet's surface. So this is Iskandar. We're here. We're finally here. It's amazing, like something out of a picture book. I don't know. Something feels off. So Eurisha, what exactly are we doing here? We're to meet with my elder sister Starsha and tell her of our journey. First we gotta see you off, don't we? I'll be acting as delegation leader in Commander Okita's stead. Lead the way, Eurisha. You and Sonata will accompany me. And who else? Suzumu and Nimi did say they'd come. And so did you, Yuki. Huh. Well, there you have it. Mori's on board. I wish I could take everyone, but I have to choose. You. And you. Who, you do mean me? I do. Starsha's room. Is that right? Supreme Leader Dessler is no longer with us. Indeed, the work of a life form known as Terran, to Terran as the ELS. They saved us all. We've no reason to doubt them. Such may be the case for you. I still harbor my own. Yes, my queen. Ebelt, you sought to grant my wish by bringing peace to the planets with an iron fist. You made a weapon of wave motion energy. Honestly. Your Highness, if I may add that our salvation lay in a cannon that fired wave motion energy. I shall take it from here. By your leave, Your Highness. If I were to save these Earthlings, they'd follow the same route Ebelt did. That we did. It's my sister. Welcome home, Eurisha. And you, Sasha. Oh, I'm not... This is Yuki Mori, a native of Earth. Wait. Guess you two bear a resemblance. Sasha, she lost her life on Mars, bringing us the Wave Motion Core. And you are? Lieutenant Suzumu Kudai of the Yamato. I saw to her, to Sasha's burial on Mars. The Earth is in her debt. I see. But you all took Wave Motion energy, and you made it into a weapon. You don't understand. Stand down, Suzumu. We make no excuses. What you heard is the truth. So be it. And you, Eurisha, you must tell me what you've seen. Before I do, sister, I ask that you look upon them. Bonded with a being of living metal. And here I thought I'd run out of things to be surprised by. I was only a medium, but the ELS touch was the will of the Haven Defenders themselves. Indeed. These people bear immense strength, sister. I've seen supernatural Mazin and man-made gods that transcended time and space, controlled by the power of these humans. And you, the mechanical doll of Gardam. Excuse me, but 9 is not some sort of doll. Quiet, Kisaragi. You. Yes, Your Highness? Let me see that. I'll grab that. I'll show that off later. I just wanted to grab it real quick. Anyway, yes, Your Highness. They treasure you, do they not? Yes. I would, so like the honor of speaking with you. Would you be so kind? Yes, Your Highness. Are you sure, 9? Fighting between Gardam and Iskandar is over. Just let me know if something's wrong, but try to be polite about it, okay? I don't feel like you have to come up with answers for things you don't know. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You're being overprotective, sis. You just invited yourself along. She did. I'm just worried about you, 9. If you're going to worry about the Cosmo Reverse System. I know, but still. Chitose, 9 will be under my protection. Take care of her, Eurisha. Well then, 9, Eurisha with me. I'll speak to the Earthlings afterward. Okay, sister. That thing where Starsha is, like, the line art on her is done differently than everybody else. Get used to that for the next game. I know, it's jarring and looks weird comparing to the other characters. They do it again. What could 9 be doing? Maybe Starsha's giving her a hard time about Gardam. You can't tell by looking how stubborn she is. What if they start fighting? Cool it, will you? But what if... You're really worried about her, aren't you? It's not like I don't understand, but Eurisha's with her after all. How can you say that? You just can't tell what these Iskandar are thinking. Especially that Starsha. I got the chills just looking at her. Chitose, I won't hear another foul word about Iskandar from you. But what if... You need to chill out, both of you. Setsuna, how does Starsha feel to you? You're an innovator. Can you get a read on what she was thinking? Sure wish I could. Thing is... What? What is it? I felt despair. At least that's something. What a planet. Beautiful but lifeless. There might be a connection there. How are you trying, Rowan? Don't worry about it! So what do? We didn't come all the way out here to walk away without the Cosmo Reverse System. And remember, they're all in their form where they're separated from each other, not combined. In their separated form, they're still tall, but they're not, like, giants. They might only be, like, 10 feet tall. Or something. When they're in that form. Granted, there's a lot of them. Because it takes, like, 3 of them to make one robot. So what do? We didn't come all this way to walk away without the Cosmo Reverse System. She didn't look too pleased about the wave motion gun. It's not as if we had any choice but to use it. Tobia's right. Commander didn't want to use it as a weapon. We had to make it out. Maybe Iskandar will see that. Only 10 feet tall. Look, I'm just saying, by robot anime standards, that's pretty damn tiny. We should be ready just in case worst comes to worst. Don't be stupid, Joe. Mino's right. We wouldn't have done it if it was the right thing to do. We've come this far, we need to own it. You're right. Good old Joe the Ace. Such a sucker for an innocent smile. I wager the same way with you and Setsuna, Captain. Okay. Wasn't expecting that bit of innuendo. He's got you there. I feel like I missed something. Hey, what about 9? I thought I told you to cool it. The way you act, it's more like her mom than her partner. What if Starsha takes an interest in 9 and tries to take her data? She would never. Oh, Yurisha. Where's Starsha? Yuri, may we speak outside? Might we speak outside? Feel that breeze. Nothing better than the deep blue sea. It'll be night soon. Hey, Yurisha, those flowers over there, what are they? We call them blue crystal. Maybe we'll see them again on Earth someday. To us, they mean hidden life, hidden emotion. Life? What do you mean? A planet plays host to life, and the memory of its own matter of life's progress. It exists as a wave, beyond space and time. The memory is released to the planet's element, that in which holds the planet's thoughts. The planet's element, I see. And Cosmo Reverse can't be complete unless the planet's element comes all the way to Iskandar. Which means, there's no other choice but for you to come here. And so you came, you and the Yamato. Using the element could return the warped dimensions to the original state. It could keep the Earth from fusing. That which holds the thoughts of the planet. I think I know what it is. You do. And I believe my sister is visiting Commander Okita. Yamato Commanding Officer's cabin. An element, you say? I do. And what would we use as an element? This very ship. The Yamato. What you mean to say is, the ship will be transformed. The Yamato itself will be the Cosmo Reverse System. I understand. I can only pray that I've made the right decision. So, keep in mind, there's always been this whole, why exactly do we have to go all the way there and then back? Couldn't they have sent the Cosmo Reverse System to us? The answer is no. Because the only way for the Cosmo Reverse System to work is you have to bring some element of the planet you're trying to restore to it first. And then it makes that thing that you brought into the Cosmo Reverse System. We were offered a hand in rescue and turned it into a tool of destruction. We were well aware of the gravity of what we've done. What you call the wave motion gun. It was we who made it first. You speak of your war with Gardam. Iskandar used its power to stain the large megalithic cloud with blood, forging a great empire, vying for supremacy with other civilizations. None know the terror of that weapon better than we do, and thus we've kept the technology a secret. But after speaking with Yurisha and 9, I do believe I can have faith in you. She spoke objectively of your new situation, and then she spoke passionately, extolling your virtue. But you must promise me, Iskandar and Gardam have committed grave sins. You must not repeat them. You have my word. And Suzumu could I? Yes, Your Highness. Would you join me? This is a cemetery, isn't it? Beneath which the people of Iskandar sleep. All of them, save for Yurisha and myself. No other planet should bear this sorrow. May I ask why you brought me here? I brought you because Mamoru Kudai rests here as well. Did you say Mamoru? A Gamillan prison transport lost control and crashed on Iskandar. Your brother was on it. Most likely he was being transported as a biological specimen. He was the only survivor. I managed to take him in without attracting notice from the Gamillans. His body, however, was... And in the end, I was unable to save him. Do you see the capsule? It contains a message from him. He said you were to take it. Thank you, Your Highness. There's an interesting little twist. Also, it kind of feels a little, a little weak. It's like, wait, so you're saying my brother, who died near Earth fighting the Gamillans, made it all the way back here and somehow crashed on Iskandar, and you took care of him. That's really unlikely. This is Mamoru Kadai, member of your Earth Federation forces and commander of the destroyer Yukikaze. I had been captured by Gamillan forces. While being transported as a lab specimen, the ship crashed. I was saved by an Iskandarian female. She informed me of a ship from Earth headed this way. And if you're hearing this, it must mean that you've made it. If I had it my way, I'd be going back to Earth with you. But something tells me I won't hold out for long. There are two things I want to leave with you. First, the fact is that we and other species can understand each other. Being here taught me that, and you need to remember it. The other thing, and this is to you, Suzumu. Oh, make sure you do enough living for both of us. The Earth is going to be green again. You'd better be there to see it. I will. Here's to clear seas ahead and a safe trip home. That seems to be all. You don't say. He was here. It wasn't the cold depths of space. His eyes closed here on solid ground. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go home. Haven Defenders will make it our mission to fulfill your wish, Mamoru. Yes, sir. That's Mamoru Kadai. Did you love him? I used to, but now... I'll take my leave. Do whatever you need to, Nimi. Oh, Mamoru. We're going back to Earth, and we're taking your memory with us. Are you sure? I will proceed to Gamillas to offer aid to those that I can. Thank you, Your Highness. And Melda, I trust that you'll give the Yamato a proper send-off. Yes, Your Highness. I'll accompany them as far as the Milky Way. Here's to a new beginning, Melda. Indeed. Hope that I can serve as a bridge between our two planets. Haven Defenders have received the Cosmo Reverse, and now we set out for Earth. Let's go home. Haven Defenders, I wish you a safe voyage. Thank you kindly. The Earth owes you and yours a great debt. We'll not waste what you've given to us. I don't expect that I'll find myself here again, but the young and strong will. On that day, I believe there will be peace between us. I hope to see that day for myself. Farewell. The Yamato leaves. Farewell, my other self. Farewell, courageous Earthlings. And to you, Mamoru. Starsha Iskandar. Another mechanical doll. I beg to differ. Why are you here? The planet is worthless now. Wait! We've come to say goodbye to the cloud. So goodbye, Iskandar, and those in the Milky Way can watch as it rots. So it continues. Stay strong, Haven Defenders. Mamoru will see you through. With the Cosmo Reverse system in hand, the crew puts Iskandar behind them, using the remaining warp gate on Planet Balloon to hasten their return to Earth. One final battle awaits them on the other side. 3 worlds. One living but with a false past. One decimated by war. The other decimated by energy beyond its comprehension. I'm not ready to give up. How about you guys? Here we go. All Haven Defender vessels now safely through Subspace Gate. If we can make it through this, we should arrive right at the edge of the Milky Way. It's a good thing the balloon's gate system was active. You're telling me. That makes for one heck of a shortcut back to Earth. We went through quite a lot getting to Balloon, but in the end we made it. I suppose this is as far as we need to guide you. Relay this message to Yamato. We'll be praying for the ship's safe passage. This is farewell, Yamato. I'll make it on my own somehow. The fuck is Yarb? Okay, so there's some plot shit with Yamato that we get to see. What's got you staring off into space, newbie? Come, let's go back to the common room. Roger. I like your attitude. Thank you. That new Zaltian engineer is fairly skilled. The commander picked him up from a detention center on that planet. His influence is quite impressive. Good luck, Yamato. The Earth is counting on you. The Camillan subspace submarine is withdrawing. I wish they could have taken that castaway with them, too. Well, you can't force him to return to Camillus if he doesn't want to. Yeah, I guess not. Worried about Operations Officer Mori? The castaway we picked up must have been a high-ranking Camillan officer. Mori did say they were acquaintances, but I hope she's alright on her own. She's the one who asked to do his interrogation. I'm not worried at all. Up until a short while ago, no one could ever imagine we've been rescued by Camillans, let alone have them guide us safely. She was struck drifting here because she had engine trouble. We couldn't abandon her. And sadly, she was the only survivor. There's only so much we could do. Anyway, right now we're better off worrying more about this ghost that's supposedly on board the ship. Wasn't this an issue back when we were on our way to Iskandar too? That time it turned out to be a phantom of Eurisha lying dormant in the automatic navigation room. But this ghost is apparently wearing a Federation uniform. And it was always seemed to appear in the heart of the Cosmo Reverse system, which we put in place of the Wave Motion Gun controller. Really? That's where it shows up? That reminds me, we've installed that controller in another ship without any modifications, right? Yes, there was an urgent request for Urbitake. It's being stored in Desco for research. You know, I realize that our battle isn't over yet, but still I hope nothing happens so it would make us have to use the Wave Motion Gun again. Yamato Reception Room. We were both in a situation like this once before, weren't we? Back when I was pretending to be Eurisha? Sure. Oh, it's Celestella! We will repair your ship, then you can use it to go back to Camillus. I have no intention of ever returning to that planet. What? There's no home for me to go back to anymore. We Zarelians, so you had the power to read people's minds. Those who lived on other planets hated and feared us, and they destroyed us. Now he, Supreme Leader Dessler, has rescued me and other survivors. It is with him I belong. I can understand why you feel that way, but Supreme Leader Dessler died in battle. That's not true. He needs me. He couldn't die like that. He couldn't leave me. What? We're being attacked? I know this feeling. It's him. What just happened? Sir, our radar isn't functioning because we're inside the gate. Incoming. Ha! Camillans! And that blue ship belongs to their Supreme Leader. Abel Dessler. So he survived. How do you manage to approach us so suddenly? It seems they have a bit more experience fighting inside the subspace gate than we do. Enemy fleet engaging! I don't believe this! I thought we were done fighting against the Camillans. The fleet ignored Admiral Dietz' summons. Clearly they aren't part of the existing command structure. That would mean these troops are entirely loyal to Dessler. Jesus! Camillan soldiers are infiltrating Deco too! Damn it, they're too close for us to drive them off with our guns. Send whoever we have available to counter the attack. Could you take command of the close combat troops? Yes, sir. Oh no! How very rude to show up uninvited. Don't even think of trying to get through here. Team 2, sweep around the engine room. Some of them are headed that way. That's the Cosmo Reverse system. Huh. We've cleared out all enemy combatants. It seems the woman is the only one left. What? Well, if it isn't the Iskandarian lady. Although I suppose I really should be calling you the imposter. Abel Dessler, I've never have believed that you could personally board the Yamato. Please stand back, Supreme Leader. I can handle this. Oh no. I'm going to have this woman act as my guide. I will do no such thing. Come now. Why don't you take me to see your commander? I would so much like to meet him. Commander Okina would never meet with the likes of you. My, what a very spirited princess you are. Supreme Leader! Yes! What? Oh, Celestella. It was you. What? You meant everything to her. How could you do something like that? I never intended to shoot her. I sensed her psycho waves and simply reacted without thinking. Yeah. Dessler's a prick. Like I've been saying for several scenarios. He has a very punchable face. There was never any need for Earth and Camillus to fight in the first place. We could have cared for each other. We could have loved one another. No, we did have to fight. We needed to conquer other planets in order to guide them to safety. And I had to fight for the sake of the one person I truly love. What? That's right. Gardam fell precisely because they didn't understand that. Gardam didn't understand love? Yuki! Kadai! Terran approaching. Commencing fire. No, not Suzumu! Yuki! That Terran girl got in the way. This time I won't miss. Hold your fire. Tesla! Put down your weapon. We're pulling out. Sir, what about destroying the engine room? That won't be necessary. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yuki? No! Yuki! Enemy ship disengaging. Alright, now they're in range of our cannons. Launch all mobilities. Prepare to engage. We get to dispatch 22 people. Let's not take lock-on. He's not been dispatched out for a long time. To be honest, I don't really have other units that I kind of want to bring. So, Asuka and Goryu, I guess. Curse that Dessler! How's he still alive? Well, they say a dictator without a country is doomed to die like a dog. Then what do we say we bury the wretch clinging so desperately to his former glory? Lively as ever, I see, Ange. Embryo! What are you doing here? Why, I'm here to claim my bride. Well, that's a shame, because there's no way I'm ever going to accept your proposal. Besides, Tusk and I already... Right, I'll deal with you later, Ange. Huh? Today I'm here for her. That came from the Eternal. I'm sorry, everyone. Lacus was kidnapped by Embryo. Kira! Lacus! Embryo, so you're after Princess Lacus? I rather like the idea of having a woman with the blood of the ancient people for a bride. Amusing, isn't it? Now then, shall we go, Princess Lacus? I know what you're really up to. You're coming after me so you can get to Ange, and at the same time have your revenge on the ancient people who defied you. Ooh, that's harsh. But I'd expect no less from the diva of the battlefield, Lacus Klein. Embryo! Don't you worry, Ange. You'll still have your place as first among my wives. You'll have to follow me if you ever want to get her back, though. I doubt you, whether you can. Lacus! Damn it, where'd he disappear off to? We can't even follow him without our radar. No, is there nothing we can do? We can start by attacking the Gamillans right in front of us. All units! Captain! You didn't think that was... things couldn't get any worse, did you? What is that? Boson particle reaction confirmed. There are far more of them than would normally be required for a boson jump. Something stabilizing a jump field inside subspace? Dimensional horizon distorting rapidly! Impossible! Space itself is distorting? What? 9, what's wrong? Look where we are! I'd love to if you didn't blind me! That was very white! Anyway, welcome to Scenario 50, Battle for the Three Earths. If you got this scenario, you know you're on the secret scenario path. Just in case you were ever worried. Yep! What is this place? It doesn't seem like there are any Gamillans around. Why are there 2 red Earths and 1 blue one? The one with the red seas has to be from the UC dimension. And the blue one should be from the 8A dimension, right? And what's the other one? I'd recognize those dried up oceans anywhere. That must be our Earth from the new correct century dimension. Look at that! It's Arsenal! What's going on here? That must be Embryo's doing. No, that I simply cannot imagine. He was only after Lacus. Ange isn't here! What? Did she get separated from us when we all transported here? Eternal, fall back to the rear. What's going on with this place? Are all 3 of those Earths really ours? From what our sensors are picking up, none of them appear to have any substance. So what we can see even though there's nothing there, as if we were looking out into regular space from subspace. Then does that mean that in regular space, the 3 Earths are starting to merge into one? The Earths of the 80 and UC dimensions had already crossed the dimensional barrier and begun to fuse. And what's the new correct century doing there too? Would you like to know? Leonard Testarossa, I should have known you'd be here. I think you ought to show me more respect, Sagara, especially since you've just stumbled in here uninvited. Did you and Embryo work together to build this stupid place? I can't believe you actually followed me here. Honestly, I'm impressed. Embryo, what is this place? Oh, we are in True Arsenal, though I doubt any of you will ever be able to comprehend its value. True Arsenal? What have you done with Lacus? Didn't I tell you? She's gonna be my bride. And not just her. I brought all the women who I deem worthy to be my wives. No, you can't mean that. Oh yes, Kigali Eula Atha and Marina Ismail are here too. And as soon as all my preparations are complete, I plan on collecting Minerva Zabi and Bara Rona as well. What? You plan on collecting Captain Bara? You disgusting creep. The three Earths are merging in a space-time fusion. You've seen 80 dimensions were similar to begin with, so I can see why they'd be merging. Why is Earth from the NCC dimension here too? No, sis, you're wrong. The universe that's most closely related to UC dimension is the new correct century one. What? Yes, it's just as your little mechanical doll says. The two dimensions you refer to as UC and NCC were originally one and the same. So they are parallel worlds that split off at some point. It's true. The history and technology of our worlds is very similar. Long ago, due to the power of Ragnamail, Dragonium, also known as Getter radiation, was suddenly released and ran wild over the face of the Earth, utterly ruining it. Its power was such that it warped even the dimension itself, and events diverged in two different paths. That's right! The two dimensions are actually one and the same, and the second impact caused them to split. In one world, the Dragon Clan were the survivors, but in the other, civilization collapsed completely and a new culture was born. And that was our Earth. That was the NCC dimension. But perhaps because it was also once the same world, the UC dimension, which was uninfluenced by the Dragon Clan, came to resemble the NCC dimension more. Although that did result in a time lag of about 100 years. So why are you trying to bring those two worlds back together? For the same reason I'm doing it to the UC dimension. I can't allow these worlds I've tossed aside to continue to exist. Aura's power has almost reached its limit. Soon these three Earths will merge into one, and for a time, all will be returned to nothingness. You monster. But how did you even manage to drag the NCC dimension Earth into space-time fusion anyway? I estimated that you destroyed the dimensional barrier separating two worlds where they meet. That convergence point otherwise known as singularity. Yep! Getter is the cause and solution to most of life's problems. Such a very smart little doll. But can you guess what that singularity is? That I do not know. It's Kaname Sagara, isn't it? Huh? Say what now? Is that some version of Kaname that married Sasuke? Kaname Sagara was a scientist who lived on the Earth of the MCC dimension about 100 years ago. Yes, he does, you challenger. Also, here's our plot twist. There's two Kanames. One existed in the NCC dimension. She's likely the parallel dimension version of the Kaname Chidori that we all know. An alternate version of Chidori in the NCC dimension? She was a brilliant scientist, but after losing her husband in a war, I hear she began to work exclusively on research that might be considered heretical. What kind of research was it? Research on going back in time to change the past. In other words, on how to remake the world. It can't be. Oh, but it is. Kaname Sagara tried to do practically the same thing that I'm doing right now. So that's your plan, Leonard? You want to remake the world? Why are you doing this? Is this all some sort of amusement for you, like it is to Embryo? It's nothing like that at all. Did you just get upset at being compared to Embryo? My own mother rejected me. The Earth's been racked by Getter radiation in the second impact, and all we do as humans is kill each other in our stupid wars. Wars you're helping cause constantly! I would think it's the most natural thing in the world to want to try and restart. Even if it means massacring countless people, death is meaningless. Those people can just live better lives in the new world I'm going to create. I see you're beyond reasoning. But don't you forget, Kaname Sagara tried to do almost exactly the same thing. No way. Ultimately, of course, that research never bore fruit in her lifetime, but she did succeed in opening the door to a parallel dimension. Or to be more exact, just as she was pushing on that door, someone in our world was pulling on it. The Yamase 11 experiment. Exactly. And she prayed that this world, so much like our own, would not repeat the mistake of going to war. She wanted the Earth of our dimension, with which she shared the wisdom of her own, to be a place that was full of peace and hope. She worked so that she, the Kaname Chidori of that world, would be able to find happiness. Which explains the Whisperers responsible for sending black technology and the Whisperer who received it. Sometime very early on, Commander Testarossa realized that Chidori was special, even among the Whisperer. Then, when she saw how similar NCC and UC dimensions were, she consulted me about the existence of Whisperers. That's why I thought of Konami Sagara. Ironically, it was because of the black technology she created that the war in the UC dimension was made even more intense than the one in the NCC dimension. Our wars were the result of an altered history? Does that mean Quest might not have had to die? Precisely. In fact, you might even go so far as to say the UC dimension's long history of battle, beginning with the 1-year war, was entirely due to Konami Chidori. That's enough, Leonard. Stop acting like this Konami Sagara and Chidori are the same person. Oh, don't misunderstand me. That's not what I think at all. A version of someone from a parallel world may as well be a different person entirely. I was going to bring this point up, but I knew he would too. But that's not what she thought. Sosuke. Chidori. No, that's not her. That's Sophia, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Crushed when she realized the weight of all her sins, Konami sank down in the depths of her consciousness. And now Sophia's in control. Although, since their two separate minds have merged, this is really Konami Chidori as well. We may have tricked Chidori, but I don't think that's going to stop us. We travel all the way to Iskandar and back again, just to stop the space-time fusion. We're going to defeat you, then use the Cosmo Reverse system to save all 3 dimensions. Do you really think you can do that? It can't be. So Hokushin, you survived? Oh, don't imagine you're the only one capable of bringing yourself back from hell, Akito Tengawa. Now let's settle things between us once and for all. I don't have time for this, Hokushin. Ha, this is gonna be easy. For all the big talk, in the end, all he did was sit in normal glaive. And it's an autopilot. How could we possibly lose to that? Oh, please, don't get the wrong idea. This machine is fundamentally different from those parallels you're using. Indeed, you could say that the glaive is kind of a mass-produced Arachnomail. And as you shall see, its abilities are not to be denied. Tanya, Irma, stop! Snap out of it already! Ursha, what are you saying? Lord Embryo is the ultimate embodiment of justice. Everything that he does is right. Tanya, Irma, no. Looks like we got a squad of Lambda drivers here too. What is wrong with all of you? You're gonna obey Leonard even though he means to end the world? I no longer feel any attachment to this world. The past is to be discarded. We are to live in a new world. Sounds like they're not gonna listen to reason. They must be the same as Major Kalanin, hating the past and wanting to remake the world. But even so, there's no excuse to destroy the Earth and everyone who's living in it. That's right, so quit acting like you're the only ones who have suffered. It's no use trying to talk with them. They've shut themselves off entirely in their own little worlds. Then we have to break them out. Yeah, if they've got a reason to refuse to back down, then so do we. Saving the world. That's what we've been fighting for this whole time. As if we just sit back and let a bunch of whiny little punks remake the entire world. It would seem that our words are wasted on the ignorant, undignified rabble, Leonard. Yes, Embryo, so it seems indeed. I'm not going to let you get away with this. If we're going to rescue all the women Embryo's kidnapped and escape this place, then we must fight. Attention! All units and vessels, your primary target is Embryo. He holds the key to all of this. Tactical Officer Kadai, reporting back for duty. How's Mori doing? Dr. Sato is with her. I'm sure she'll be okay. I'm going to be counting on you, Kadai. Yes, sir. So it's begun. You're just the worst. Kigali, that fiery spirit of yours reminds me of Ange. What? You never broke before Logos of the Founding Nations. You stayed true to your will. I've been watching you. Now, won't you accept my marriage proposal, Kigali? Not in a million years. You I turn to for stimulation, while from Marina I hope to find peace. Ugh. Marina, just like Kigali, in the face of what might be the might of a great empire, you remain true to yourself. Your kindness, which can overcome even immense power, befits your role as mother of the new world. If you know the first thing about me, then you should know that I would never let you have your way. Convincing you otherwise will be amusement to me. You are just the lowest of the low. Lacus, you speak so harshly. Yet by marrying you, the spirit of the ancient people will be appeased. You say all that without even the least hint of emotion. That's all you really are. Emotionless and blank. My. It doesn't matter what you try to do to me. You will never succeed in corrupting my soul. In the name of freedom and justice, and for the glory of my ancestors, whom you spurn, I will fight you. Then why don't we just see how long the resistance of yours can last? You're not going to lay one finger on her. Ange? Welcome, my dear. I'm not sure where Vilcus disappeared to just now, but Lacus, take Kigali and the others and get somewhere safe. Yes, I'll leave you to take care of things here. Ange! You take care of yourself too, Ange. Ange, did you come to me because you were feeling jealous of Lacus? Beats me. I just found myself transported here all of a sudden. Then I thought to be thankful to the happy turn of fate. Now, Ange, I shall begin by binding you to me in love. Tusk, I'm gonna fight him. Okie dokie! Our goal is to defeat Hysterica! That's our point, is to clear the map in 5 turns. You can probably assume there's gonna be some, developments during this fight, because, 5 turns doesn't seem that long to take care of how many units they gave us, does it? Alright. Neom. Neom. Oh, hey! He's actually in range of somebody. We're gonna skip his attack, but I want you to see what the glaives look like. Which is to say, nothing special. Despite his claims, they're like the weakest Ange unit, the cross Ange units. Like, seriously. I don't know what his deal is. They just have a lot of hit points at this point.
AI の動きにはパターンがある。甘く見ないでよね。まだよ。
Jesus Christ, Jitose! That was her second weakest attack! Every time I see her do something amazing, I'm still blown the fuck away. But you know, protagonist for you. Sending you this way. Tactical charge maneuver Rekka, so we can Rekka some assholes.
ただの AI に負けるかよ。景気よく行くぜ。俺自身が弾丸になる。逃げようとしても無駄だ。タイミングバッチリだ。
And then you try and get your hitsy in, you miss. And then Soji gets a second attack. And then we get you to support defend. Perfecto. Technically that unit was already attacked, Ryoma, but you do you. Yeah, that's why I showed the animation, you challenger. I figured you wanted to see it. Gotta show him. NTD. Alright, Shinji, get you and your boyfriend out there. Really? Mighty Slicer's the only attack you can hit them with? Okay. Sure. No, go there. Thank you. There we go. I was about to say, really the only thing you're in range of has that little health?
力をしていくゼロスの GEC の照準と発砲はお前がやれる。はい。誤差を調整しろ。一斉射撃。デモリッションガンを準備しろ。ガンハウザーモードだ。終わりだ。
Keep in mind, some of this is from the novelization Paladin. Some of the stuff we get in this. So some of it's not from the anime, and some of it's from like a movie. Like the original Full Metal Panic series ended, and then we pick up on the plot in this game. So we're post the normal plot, where shit gets real weird. Hey, the Mazinger Z actually got to do something. Don't worry, it's gonna be 0 next turn. Hold on. I want to see his stinky assault rifle. Armpit mounted assault rifles! Let's watch Akito kill something with his butt. Killed it with his butt! Motherfucker! Attacking Joe the Ace from that far away, you asshole. I'm gonna miss having the Evangelion units and their ridiculous defensive skills in the next game. Those AT fields are fucking bonkers. Shinji defends Mido a lot. They tend to stand near each other for some reason. And, yeah. We got some real good bots and shows coming up in the NX and T though. So, yeah, it's a shame Eva isn't in it, but we got some good ones. Oh hey, it's those really, really big, Lambda units. And by really, really big, I mean they're still smaller than most of our mechs. They're just really big for Full Metal Panic. Which Full Metal Panic uses not very big mechs. Miss me! Yeah, but I mean, we still haven't even gotten an announcement that they're working on a new Super Robot Wars game. So, if a new Super Robot Wars game is coming out, it's not for a while. No, it's the Hokushin 6. They managed to be revived too. Really? Still not enough for double drive wheel sword, huh? Okay. We haven't seen these guys for a while. Let's see what their attack does. Nice hit. Okay, your funeral. And of course, he's going after Akito. Akito Tenkawa, you can never hope to defeat me. Out of my way. What? I'm done with you. Don't try and stop me from saving the world that Yurika and I are going to live in. Akito. Alright, if you're going to attack me, I'll fight back. Seriously, just go to hell. I love that. That just shows so much how Akito's changed since the beginning of the game. He's like, no, we've had our resolution. We've done our fight. I killed you. I don't care about you anymore. You're not on my mind anymore. And Hokushin's sitting here like, no, I'm your eternal rival. And Akito's like, go away. I want to go have fun times with my wife. And you're boring? Okie dokie. Time for system seizure. Spirit Love. Get you out here to go kick someone's ass. That's a good ass to kick. That's why I like putting Merida in the Crossbone Gundam. Any questions? Multi-action. All armaments volley. On you. With Soul. Oh no! I don't have any ammunition for my best attack on this unit anymore. Divide. Are they killing people in this mission? Probably. We're talking about the fate of 3 universes. I think they're okay with killing people now. Soul, EX action, multi-action, demolition gun, GH mode.
軍曹殿お急ぎを。
言われずともデモリッションガンを使うぞ。
ラジャー、照準はお任せください。
今だ。突き止め。
Oh look! EX action, multi-action. almost like I planned this.
ガラクタの山に変えてやる。
This is what happens when you get overpowered in this game. You can do really dumb things. Magic shotgun!
受けてみろ。
ロック完了。
くらえ。いけ。
Bye bye!
よし、マスターモード4で警戒待機。
ステイアラート。レイ。
Stay alert. Ready. Okay. That's enough of that. I was just hoping to get him near Embryo. And he got what I needed. So... who's gonna have fun in map attack over here? Because I know somebody's gotta have a good map attack. Oh, shit. Yeah, somebody does. It's Shingetter Dragon. Shoot. Multi-action. Move up. Let's use love.
私が相手するわ。チェンシンライガー。
Shinraiga!
うおードリルミサイル。
Bye-bye! Oops, nope. Getter beam! I'm only gonna hit 2 targets. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. Spirit. Intuition. Getter beam. And then move you up a bit. Had a planetary getter tomahawk. Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe you're right. Direct attack, smash hit, distortion attack, S. I mean, even though he's done with this asshole, that doesn't mean we're not gonna let him get the killing blow. That voice line's a little outdated, Akira. The little boy cries oil. Well done. So the downfall of the Martian successors and of the Meganoids is complete. Well, aren't you going to say anything, Akito? I don't even care about him anymore. I've gotten my revenge. All I want now is a future together with Eureka. I just love it because he's so love drunk. Alright. Drill? Drill. It's drill time. Bullseye. Get drilled. Alright, Asuka. Go eat somebody.
超細かと目障りなのよ。モードチェンジザ・ビースト。おりゃー。
Not enough? Nope, there's enough. That was almost exactly half his health. Max health. You'll see me again. Not sure about that, buddy. Not enough! God, you're bad at this! My apologies, Captain. Your captain's dead. Fuck you. Oh wow, Sun Attack definitely isn't needed here. Interesting. I failed, I'm retreating! They always have to get voice lines for these characters whenever they die. These specific guys, in every game. Don't know why exactly. No, I'm good keeping you here for now. Yep, spear is gonna be needed, so is soul. Let's just see the terror this thing could inflict on someone like a member of the Hokushin 6. They're gonna stick their long veiny shafts into an enemy with the power of boyfriends. Well, the closest thing to a happy voice Shinji has. I guess that's it. I'm retreating. You're doing more than retreating, dude. You just got impaled. I still have one more unit here to kill, so that'll be your job, Mido. Do it from here. I'm okay! I lived! Still alive! Soul... Bullseye... Actually, use zero in. We aren't gonna see the animation for this, because God, it's a long animation. Knew it'd survive anyway. Okay. Try and take down the ship. Oh look! You couldn't even get past its shield! Come on, get to the other side. Thank you. Tanya's gonna use her sword on the Getter Robo. They're so intimidated, you can tell. Bye-bye! Tanya, get out of there! There's still time, you can make it! Save me, Lord Embryo! Tanya, you've done well. My Hysterica will make good use of your Victoria's energy. Lord Embryo? After all, in the end, you're nothing but another tool to help power my Ragnamail. Tanya! Embryo, how could you? Irma, wake up! Can't you see what he's like? Even so, Lord Embryo's all I have! You literally have an entire army of women telling you that's wrong. That's a good girl, Irma. I have such high hopes for you. Embryo, you twisted freak. I'll never forgive you for what you've done. Yeah, like, that one moment where you're like, I'm okay! And then everything around you explodes. Soji's such a cool guy. I love him. His playthrough, if you do a playthrough with him as the main character, he's pretty cool. I still personally prefer Chitose for several reasons. But Soji's not a bad character to play as at all. Irma, get out of there now! No, not without Lord Embryo's permission. Oh, you can do whatever you'd like, Irma. I've nearly finished with your Irene. Lord Embryo, you're such a nuisance. Enough of you already. Irma! So, they never broke free of Embryo's spell, not even at the very end. Yep, everything about that sucks. So, time to kick some ass? Smash it. Gravity Blast!
重いかね敵機との距離の算出をここは強気にグラビティブラストでそうですねではハーリー君タイミングよろしく
Harry, I leave the timing with you! Oh, I'm sorry, I've already pressed the button, Eureka. Sorry, new challenger. Give me a sec. Automod took care of that, but just know that that word is gonna be automodded. I have to actually let you say it.
ラムダドライバー搭載型か。トランザムで決めてみせる。世界の平洋はまだ。
See, look, Setsuna can do it, Shin. Why can't you? Oh, that's right. Because Shin, you're a weak-ass punk. Yeah, no, I'll do it this way. Sounds good. Oh, wow. You're almost dead. Hi, feller. It sucks that we never got to see like the full animation for your attack. But you're kind of weak anyway. So this is it. A fitting end, perhaps, for a hopeless cur. It seems that even a man like Lee Fowler thinks that his past he'd like to do over again. In a life of war, one's final moment ought to be their greatest. Whatever the circumstances, no doubt you truly lost the second you tried to return to the past. Or alternatively, just don't do a war. Camille all the way over here. Can I have fun too, guys? Yes, Camille. You can have fun too. Because Sabine, that would involve killing roughly a bajillion billion people. And that would be a very bad thing. Did you not see all the other people we just killed? Like, Sabine, do you have issues with not being able to, like, with object permanence or something? We just killed a lot of people before we killed you. Leonard, save me! I don't know why you wanted to change the past. I've known enough sorrow in my life to make me wish for death, so in a way I can understand. But no matter how much you've suffered, nobody has the right to rob somebody else's happiness. Like, seriously, object permanence issues, lady. We killed a lot of people before we killed you. Oh, right! Forgot to do this. Hey, Embryo! Guess who's gonna get a first hit on you? Sasuke, chuck a dagger at his face. And because this is the first time we've actually fought Embryo, because I've always done root splits where we don't fight him, we're gonna actually see what he can do. And yes, that's him standing on the unit. He doesn't actually pilot the unit. He stands on it while he fights. He's a prick. Also, in this scene where he does this thing where you see a bunch of embryos, those are all embryos from other dimensions. But they're also all him. Well, one, new challenger, he would take offense to ever being referred to as a normal person anyway. Two, it also looks really weird during the show because all of the units are CG and all the characters are traditionally animated. So yes, it's a regular anime dude on top of a CG robot. Oh, he gained a lot of health back. Okay. Oh, right, he gets to keep going. Because why not? Thankfully, he just can't hit Sasuke. It's just literally physically impossible. What other attacks do you have that I can show off? Just the beam rifle, huh? Wow. You're really one note, aren't you, Embryo? Well, Time to punch a god.
どれだけ早かろうが隼人ほどじゃねえ。隼人、弁慶、忘れちゃいねえだろうな。オープンジェット。笑わせるな。オリューハリケーン。体が覚えてるか。
Embryo, time for your ass kicking! Yep! That's all he's got. This and Discord Feather.
頼もきは鈍くなってやがる。笑わせるな。鈍いのはお前の動きだ。
Okie dokie. I'm gonna do raid this time.
俺の得意技は火付けと壊しだ。ある。すべてのセンサーを無制限で使用しろ。
攻撃されて感知します。
これで。た
あ。Oh right.
ワクワクさせられる。
Huh. I should have considered he has defensive abilities, shouldn't I? Okay, who gets to kill then? Lottie! You need experience. Plus, I just like the idea of you beating up a womanizer's face with your sword. I'd say the same for you, Embryo, but I hate your character. And not in the way I'm supposed to for a villain. Not bad. Ha! So much for all that talk. Wait, it's not over yet. Huh? What's happening? We beat him just now, I know we did. Allow me to explain this principle to you very simply. I'm immortal. That's impossible! Is he really some kind of god? Reading you loud and clear, Sergeant. I'm ready when you are. You can tell what I'm thinking? Of course I am. We're partners, aren't we? Let's go. Scar, where are you going? If Leonard Testarossa is anywhere in Arsenal, then I'm gonna break in, capture him, and force him to reveal Embryo's secret. Go for it, Sasuke. Bring back Kaname and Captain Testarossa while you're at it. I'll cover you. Move on, full speed ahead. All units, give Sasuke some cover. We're gonna bet this all on him. I'm going with you too, Sasuke. I've got to be where Ange is. And I would be even willing to give up my life if it's saving her. Yeah, I feel the same way about Chidori. Alright then, let's go. Leonard, I'll leave the extermination of Sasuke Sagara to you. Out here, I'll make them feel despair, and I will show them who this world truly belongs to. That much is obvious. It belongs to all the people who live here. Sasuke Tusk, we're all counting on you. Time for plot! Some of it very dumb. Sasuke, thank you so much. AI's taken out all of Leonard's micro ASs. Find somewhere safe and take cover immediately. We will. Kigali, Lady Marina, we must hurry. Thanks, Sasuke. Good luck with all this. Stay Vange too if you can. Leonard, what are you up to? It seems they're confused as to why we would let you three go without a fight. Paladin makes an excellent point. We're the ones with the dragon. The reason is simple. I have no interest in playing along with Embryo and his crazy harem schemes. What? You thought I'd be concerned for him or something? In any case, I'm afraid you can't have Kaname. She's the key to all my plans, after all. Sasuke, this isn't something for you to decide. It's up to Chidori and her alone. Well, then her answer cannot be more clear. I wasn't talking about Sophia. What I want to know is what Chidori wants. Are you going to whine at her until she hears you somehow and she wakes up? Technically, that did work before. It was just in a root split we didn't see. But it won't be like with Mitsurugi. Her consciousness is already completely fused with Sophia's. I have no intention of coddling someone who's only feeling sorry for herself. I'm gonna capture her, then I'll exorcise her, torture her, or do whatever else it takes to bring her back. What? Sasuke? Let me be honest with you, Konami Chidori. I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were better than this. Do you actually think you're responsible for the sins of some alternate version of you from another dimension? If so, then you're a total sap. Or do you suddenly decide to become some kind of saint and take all the sins of the world upon yourself? What? In that case, you ought to have more mercy and not punish me so violently for my innocent mistakes at school. She beats him up a lot. Excuse me? You're always hitting me on the head as hard as you can. Use that paper fan like a torture device. She really does. You refuse to reason things out with me calmly, and manipulate me by feeding me all kinds of food and pretending that you're just treating me to dinner. Also things she absolutely does. You've never shown me the least bit of consideration, though sadly all I've ever known is life of war. What are you trying to say? Leonard, just shut up, okay? What? Sasuke, what are you getting at? I guess what I'm really trying to ask is, are you, or are you not, someone who's worth giving me giving everything I have in order to save? You've fallen in enemy hands before, and we've been in plenty of tight situations, but this time it's like you defeated yourself. Is this your way of trying to get my attention? Honestly, when did you turn into such a spoiled princess? If this childish, self-righteous, even downright obnoxious behavior, some sort of strategy for romance? What are you thinking, Chidori? All these desperate efforts of yours are meaningless. Soon this cruel world will come to an end, and a new one shall be born. All that we truly long for is a kinder, more sensitive world. Nothing more, nothing less. There will be peace, harmony, and transparency. All shall be fresh and new. Shut up, Sophia! What? Stop wasting my time with this woman's stupid poetry, and get out here already, Konami Chidori! Cast off that ghost inside you. Show me what you're made of. What is wrong with you? Don't you feel sorry for her at all? She did all this to save you. Opening a door to another dimension, trying to become one with me was for you. Don't you go mixing up Kaname Sagara and Konami Chidori as if they're the same person. Konami Chidori and I haven't gotten married. We haven't even kissed yet. What? The person I'm trying to talk to isn't Sophia or Konami Sagara or anyone else. I want to talk to Konami Chidori. I don't care about other versions of us in other worlds. I want to see Konami Chidori, the woman I love. No. This is why I really like Sasuke. He doesn't put up with bullshit. Unbelievable. What is wrong with him? Doesn't he feel bad for Konami Sagara at all? Doesn't he feel bad for me? Sorry, that's just the way he is. Konami? Once he's got his mind set on something, he just goes after it relentlessly. It doesn't matter what kind of obstacles or enemies may lie in his path, or what anyone else might think. And that's the kind of man you love? Yeah. I guess I didn't really need to ask. I knew you'd be waiting for him the whole time for him to show up. I wanted someone who loved me like that too, someone who I could love. Oh, Sophia. Apparently entering into your consciousness has affected me. You have no intention of giving up, do you, Konami? No, I don't. I'll accept the past, however harsh it may be, do all I can to make things better for the future. That's how Sasuke, how I, and how everyone else in Haven Defenders are going to live. I'm sorry, Sophia, but that's my choice. You're very strong, aren't you, Konami? I'm not. After all, between learning about Konami Sagara, meeting you, and shooting Leonard, I lost my way. I gave up on living for a long time. But you've come back. Because I had him. I think maybe the thing I was most jealous for was simply his existence. Oh, Sophia. I'm sorry, Konami. I'm sorry I took control of your body. When I saw that man, when I saw Embryo, I began to be afraid of what I was doing. So please, won't you do something for me? Save Leonard. I'll do what I can. Thank you. I realize that I have no right to say this, but I'm glad that I met you. Hurry up already, Chidori, or do you want me to torture you? Let me warn you, I'm not going to take it easy. Like you always say, I'll be doing it for your own good. You can think of the pain as lashings of love. If it comes to it, I'll be as cruel as I need to be. Even in Sophia, in control of your body, cries and begs for mercy, I'll only turn up the electricity to max. Then I'll move on to the instruments. Excuse me? Who could possibly sit here and take that? Chidori? Quiet for 1 second and listen to you. You want to see what I'm made of? And how am I a spoiled princess? As soon as the battle's over, you're going to have a lot of explaining to you. I hope you're ready for that. Chidori, is that you? Oh, honestly, you throw around all these insults trying to talk to me, and then I finally show up, and that's your reaction. Shouldn't you be in tears, rushing forward to embrace me and telling me how much you love me or something? Leonard, it seems I have lost Sasuke Sagara. She's yours. But my pride won't allow me to let it end like this. Oh, I never even considered this would be the end of things between us, Leonard. I am going to destroy you. My two specialties are arson and demolition, and I'm going to break this new world you're so desperate to bring about into pieces. You can beg with me, plead with me to stop, cry out for all you hold dear. I'd just love to see you reduced to wailing and in tears. Whimper to me about how much you've suffered or how this world ought to be destroyed. Go on and try. I'm going to look down on you, snivelly and weak, after all you put us through. Then our victory will be complete. Alright then, Sagara. I'm going to kill you, and then I will use your corpse to plunge Konami Chidori once more in the depths of despair. Let's settle this once and for all, Leonard. Do you really have to fight? I'm a soldier. That's all I know. But I'm unsure about what waits us in the end. Sasuke, at the very least, it doesn't seem like the man is interested in sympathy or in someone saving him. It certainly sounds rather lively out there, doesn't it? So which one of you is real? The one fighting outside the Ragnamail, or are you here with me? Why, both of us are the real me. Just what are you, anyway? 3 different Earths, 3 different humanities, and me, the tuner. It all started here. And soon it will all be an end. Come, witness with me the birth of a new world in this marvelous place. Not a chance. It's useless to try and escape. This is not the same arsenal that you're used to. Let me tell you a little bit about past. This is the best elementary particle research laboratory in existence. I made many discoveries here and brought them into the world. I studied unification theory, supersymmetric particles, and the multiverse. Traveling the other worlds brought about the new age of exploration. The man-dimensional observer craft Ragnamail was what I planned to use to travel to other dimensions. But due to a sudden occurrence of localized inflation, the system went haywire, and this place was lost in the gap of space-time. That, however, was the true beginning of everything, because here in this dimension there is no time. What? This is my very own private garden outside of time. It is the safest place in any universe. From here I began to use the Ragnamail to influence the world. I arrived upon a new Earth, changed history, and created a new kind of humanity, all as the tuner, acting as mankind's guide. Unfortunately, my advanced information society based upon mana was a failure. But you and you alone are different. What? Of all the amazing women out there, all the noble, smart, kind, and strong women, you were the best suited for me. Oh, sweet angel of the irregular, join with me, and together let us create a new age of humanity. I don't think so, and I shall purify your mind with my love. And of course, it rips her clothes off, because this is Cross-Ange plot. Such beauty. Oh, you are the lowest of the low. You go on and on about this high-minded stuff, but you really just wanted to do it with me, don't you? There's no way to talk to your loving husband. Because it's Cross-Ange plot. Ange! Tusk, you're here. How rude. You dare speak the name of another man in your husband's presence? Tusk! So much for him. Now, Ange, let us both show our love for another. Vilcus! Vilcus, such a horrid name. What do you mean? The true name of that machine is Bilkis, but those who stole it from me gave me a new name, calling it Vilcus. You mean the ancient people? Tusk's ancestors? It seems to have fallen into the dimensional gap. Such a pathetic end. Vilcus, what's taking you so long? Can't you hear me calling for you? It's useless, Ange. It cannot reach us here. Vilcus, what's the point of even using you if you're not going to be here when it really matters? This is one of those times, Vilcus. So get over here, right now. Transcend time and space. Do it for me. Vilcus! What? Vilkas, you're here! Impossible, this can't be. Ugh! I guess you just lived for too long, Embryo. Made you unable to see what's truly possible. Tusk! No, you're supposed to be dead. Oh, I can't die yet. Not until I manage to make Ange happy. Thanks, Tusk. Ange, very well. Now it's come to this, I'll simply have to use my trump card. Uncle Embryo! Sylvia! Sylvia is Ange's little sister, who is also paralyzed. This is in giant quotation marks for a reason. It seems the tables have turned, wouldn't you say, Ange? Your sister's fate lies in my hands. What are you, some kind of idiot? I stopped being Sylvia's sister a long time ago. Her little sister, by the way, is a total asshole. What? She called me a monster, right out in front of everyone. No, I didn't mean it. Stand up, Sylvia. Embryo's controlling that wheelchair. You want to know better than anyone that I can't walk? After all, you're the one who made me this way. Tusk, I'm borrowing your gun. She then shoots directly at Sylvia. Stop acting so spoiled. You make everything and somebody else's fault. I heard from the court physician. Your wound is completely healed. No. If you don't want to die, you get over to that building. Or is death the only thing that'll cure you of your rotten personality? No. Oh, she stood up. Fight. Fight so you can stay alive. Right. So long, little sister. Ange. Embryo, let's end this. So Embryo tries to pull the fast one of, I'm threatening your sibling, I'm threatening your sibling. And Ange takes out a gun and says, I'm going to shoot her in the face. Like I said, good with the bad. Because that's real good. Ange, Sasuke. Are Kigali and the others alright? They're taking cover somewhere safe. And Chidori's back to normal again. Tusk is with them too. The Eternal should be here soon. What about Leonard and Embryo? Right behind us. I'm going to make you regret this, Ange. Wait, there's another Embryo? Is one of them a fake? You fools can't even understand, can't you? Remember, new challenger, we're at the end of her character arc. It takes her a while to get this good. Both of us are truly Embryo. This is the power of the tuner. Everyone listen to me. The reason the two of them, the reason it seems like he's immortal, is all because of where we are. Chidori, let me explain. Many parallel worlds exist here, which means that there is a space where many different possibilities coexist. He's using dimensional phase energy so that he can clone himself and come back from the dead. Meaning, you have to destroy this place, otherwise you will never beat him. Hang on, how are we supposed to do that? Sasuke, leave it to me. I was about to say, Sasuke, aren't you the demolitions expert? What are you going to do, Ange? I'm going to use the power of my Ragnamail to bring this place down. I'm with you, Ange. Count us in 2. Here we go, Vilkas. This is incredible. Curse that Vilkas. It's unlocked the full extent of its powers. Now for the song my mother taught me. The Song of the Stars. If the Ragnamail were to resonate with that, it would mean the end of this dimension. Salamandine, let's sing along too. Right. Thank you, Jill. Sala. It's no use, Ange. Even if if that song is one of the laws that govern space, it cannot simply overcome physics. The melody you need in order to shatter dimension is born of harmony. Your song alone is not enough. Neither the founding nations nor the Dragon Clan knew the melody to recreate the perfect eternal story. For that I must sing. For I refuse to give up. When my mother taught me the song, she also taught me to believe in hope. So I'm going to keep singing. What? This is incredible. All of our Ragnamails are syncing with the Vilkas. What's going on? The eternal story. The melody that I discovered in unification theory. It's the perfect harmony. Impossible. Who could be singing part that neither the founding nations nor the Dragon Clan ever knew? I know that voice. It's Lacus. Lacus is singing. Embryo, the dream of the ancient people to be free was passed down for generations among us coordinators, together with the gallant figure of the Vilkas. And as the inheritor of this ancient song, I have lived for this day. Lacus! Ange, now is the time for us to join our hearts in strength. Ange, no! Stop singing, Lacus! No! Ah! It can't be. It simply can't be! The other Embryo was crushed inside Dimensional Gap along with that arsenal. Now he won't be able to revive himself. All that's left is to defeat him. Yeah. Final embryo. Let's settle this once and for all. Ange, how dare you? Not so calm and composed now, are you, Mr. Dandy? I guess without the home base of yours, you're nothing. Prepare yourself, embryo, because we're gonna beat you to pieces. Leonard, teach these impudent fools a lesson. Don't you order me around, you scum. What? I'm only fighting for my new world. Alright then, Leonard. I'm gonna put an end to all your plans along with you. Let's go, everyone. It's time for us to fight to protect the Our Worlds. Okay. Still going! Alright, Ange. Spirit. Love. Neom. Time. For her final upgrade. True ability unlock. Ange, now that it's come to this, I simply take you by force. What do you mean? You've been trying to do that from the start. If not, would you strike someone when they're weak? Would you use something precious to someone as a shield? Would you lie and deceive someone? In other words, all you've ever been able to do is rely on underhand methods and force. Alright everyone, time for a question then. What's the most appropriate thing to call this guy? All-time lowest of the low. Scum that's so low it shouldn't even exist. How dare you? Embryo, you're not a god. You're not a tuner either. You're just a creep. And you dare mock me? True creep right to the very end. I'm even sick of looking at his ridiculous hair. You're going down, Embryo. I'm going to finish you myself.
スピードならビルキスだって。やるわよ、ビルキス。全力で。前に入った。これでとどめ。いけー。
さあアンジュ、いざまずき許しを請うんだ。跡形もなく消滅させてやろう。
Ubis. Alright. And time for a Lambda Strike. Remember, it's been a while since we fought Leonard, but he takes 10% the damage of familiar attacks, so he actually has 100,000 health. Just, you know, a reminder of why he's an asshole. Leonard, it's time to settle this, Sagara. I'm gonna kill you and use your dead body to drive Konami to despair. Shidori's a strong woman. Even if I die, she'd never go along with your plan. I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. Well, it's not like it matters anyway, because I'm not gonna die. You must be very confident saying that to my face. Well, of course. After all, I have no intention of dying until I fulfill my promise to Chidori. I'm gonna put an end to this, Leonard. I'm gonna crush the entirety of your ambition. We're still on the first scenario of the night, folks.
今の世界を否定するというのなら、最大戦速で突っ込むぞ。撃ち抜く。受けてみろ。
ロック完了。
くらえ。いけ。結構素晴らしい攻撃だ。大口を叩いたからにはやってみせる。さがら。もっと工夫をすべきだな。
Alright, let's get other folks over here. ASAP. We cannot allow them to treat Earth like this, not with so many people still living on it. All hands prepare for action. We're going to defeat the enemy and save all 3 Earths. need to get Ange some backup. Oh, he did get hit. This world doesn't exist just for you. I'm not going to allow you to control its future. There's a future that Yurika and I are going to live in. Also, it looks like he has a new attack that I didn't notice before. It's gonna miss, but I want to see what it is. Huh. He certainly didn't have that before. Hey, their turn. Okay. The sun's light shines upon the future of 3 Earths. O villains who seek selfishly to steal the hope and joy of those who live in the present. Let any who do not fear the light of the sun step forward into battle. Iron Wall. Okay, I guess we're trading our enemies at the moment. Inquisition. Leonard Testarossa, no doubt you plan on handing me over to Embryo, but that's not going to happen. The space-time fusion is one thing, but I have no interest in his crazy harem scheme of his. You don't? As long as you stand in the way of my plans, though, you are my enemy. I will destroy you. I don't think so. I have no intention of dying here. I'm going to defeat Embryo and save all 3 worlds, and for that I'm going to have to wreck your plans too. I like that he keeps pointing out. Dude is fucking weird. His harem thing is bonkers. I am not into doing that. That is not me. I'm gonna actually invade. Yeah, no one likes Embryo. His own allies think he's a jackass. None of you know when to give up, do you? Behold, soon Aura's power reaches its limit, and 3 Earths will fuse into one. It's too late now, no matter what you do. Well, we're not about to stop just because you say so. Nobody's given up. See for yourself, Embryo. What? I'm here to fight alongside you, too. If you did not do the secret, where Yazan, Jared, and Lane joined, they would also show up here. Full frontal. People have been waiting, believing in your return and fighting off despair. Defeat is not an option. We know that. We'll be counting on your help, Frontal. I'm also someone who hopes for the future. I'll back you up with everything I've got. If you're on the other route, you're not doing the secret mission, Full Frontal will join in the Scenario 51, but only if you've done the secrets regarding him specifically. I didn't need to, because I'm on the secret route, where you get him automatically. So this too comes from opening the door of possibility. Let's go. Let's show them the power of humanity, the power of possibility. You see, Embryo? None of your evil plans are going to work. Not for Earth, not for humanity, and not for me. Bitch. I'm gonna end this, Embryo, because there are people on all 3 Earths who believe in us. So yeah, we get frontal in the Neo Zeong. Not his regular unit, his boss fight unit. This thing's fucking wild. Look at its map attack. It's, yeah, you don't fuck with him. Let's see if I can make this happen. I'm gonna have him fight. Zero in, maybe? That should be enough. Haven Defenders answered all my hopes and returned from its journey of 336,000 light years. All that's left is to take out the enemies who remain. As another man who believes in people's potential, I will do everything I can to make that happen. This is just his basic post-movement attack. His actual unit is sitting in it. So yeah, he just busts out some bazookas. So yeah, this is basically a giant armor that his mech is piloting. But now we actually get to see this attack hit somebody. Ooh, right to the crotch. Okay. So that's the new attack he's showing off. Speaking of new attacks, you don't happen to have one, do you? Nope! So I get to do this. Soul, Intuition, Psycho Shard. This is the attack we never got to saw because I choose a different path.
距離を取れば安全だと思ったかな。サイコシャード起動。
I think I never got to show this off. Or was he in one of the boss rushes? Yeah, he was in one of the DLC missions. Anyway, that's enough of that. Time to kill them. Can I spear Embryo? You want me to use Unit 12 on him? You're probably in range, yeah. I can do that to weaken him. You just want to see have Embryo see what it likes to get speared by a large phallic object, don't you? Specialistだ. Impossible. I've lost? It's over, Leonard. Yes, it seems it is. He's trying to escape. We can't fight anyone with that AS. He can't fight anyone with that AS. Let him go. I didn't sense the least bit of hostility from Leonard when he realized he'd lost. What's he up to? Alright, so I'll take a request, sure. Let's get him speared. This whole time-space fusion wouldn't have even happened if it wasn't for me and Ava, so this is my responsibility. I'm going to stop you and save the world. That's why I'm gonna fight. Remember, when they started the space-time fusion, it was because we had so many, like, eldritch or godlike mechs in one place at one time, and they sort of stole the energy to do it. One of them was Davis.
貴様たちをここまで生かしておいたのは私のミスだ。私は調律者。すべては私のものだ。
Let's see if he actually deals damage to him as
入
well.
り込んだ異物を排除する。
Hey, look at that! You did it, Embryo. You hit somebody.
私の邪魔をする者はすべてこう。
And he gets a little cut in at the end.
テンポが乱れている。
You did it, Embryo. I'm so proud of you. 8 tactical charge, Rekka. And just in case. I forgot she calls him a head tie. Yep, she absolutely calls him a pervert. I just forgot she used that term specifically. There's a special emblem you can only get by getting 50 SR points. We just got it. That's gonna unlock something in a bit. It's no good. I can't get the energy I need to regenerate. It's over, Embryo. Then in that case, I refuse to go down alone. No, he's going after the ship. He's headed for the Eternal. I'll be taking all the women on that ship with me. Yes, this shall be my true wedding ceremony. Lacus! Chidori! No. Leonard, what are you doing? I see now. This is what it is to be truly despicable. Leonard! To think that I was once the same as this man. It makes me sick to look back on what I've done. Leonard, how dare you? This is pathetic, Embryo. We lost. It would have been better if this all ended when the world inside the Dimensional Gap was destroyed. Silence! That's enough out of you, Leonard. Uh-oh! That's a bullet hole in his chest? Ow! Embryo! Ange, I chose you, yet you stand against me. Until the very end, looking down on others, displaying atrocious behavior, you overconfident, braggart, men like you, who don't know the first thing about love, don't deserve it. So don't you dare ever let us catch sight of that stupid hairdo ever again. Get out of here, pervert. Don't even look at us, pervert. Get lost, scumbag. Just disappear already, you waste of space. Good riddance. Very well. I no longer need a woman who's incapable of comprehending my love.
センスもなくていつも車に構えてる恥知らずのナルシスト。女の扱いも知らない1000年引きこもりの変態親父の遺伝子なんて生理的に絶対無理。塵に帰れ。
Ange!
私を抱こうなんて1000万年早いわ。
Every complaint I have about Cross Ange tends to get sound a lot less important when we get to this scene. Because they realize that he really is just his ego. He thinks he is God's gift to women because he also thinks he's the God that gave him as a gift to women. So every single woman in our crew calls him disgusting. Because they really honestly think he is. And then Ange goes on her tirade. Is it over? Leonard. Look at me, Sagara. Struck down in a fight with my own ally. A fitting end for a villain, is it not? Leonard. I kept thinking about what you meant when you said I was despicable. Then when I saw what he was going to do, I finally understood. And because of that, I was able to protect you. Leonard. Taletha. You can be so stupid sometimes. Don't cry for me. Not like this. As a member of Mithril, as someone who lives in the present, I cannot forgive you for what you tried to accomplish. When it comes to me personally, you're also the last of my family. You're right, I am. You should hurry. The 3 different Earths will fuse soon. I'll send you the data. With that, you should be able to understand what's going on. You're saving us? Believe me, it's not what I intended. I just wanted to get one last shot at Embryo, that odious little wretch. Still, I don't expect it to affect me so much. Looking on while a woman cries for me. Well, I'm still not going to forgive you. That's fine. It's best if you just forget about us villains and move on. That's just what I'll do. Do you think that if we met some other way we might have been friends? I don't believe in hypotheticals. Merciless to the very end. Leonard, you don't believe in hypotheticals, huh? Sagara, if only I had the kind of guts that you do. So now it's all over. No, not yet. It may have been an accident, but we managed to arrive back near Earth sooner than we had planned. We lost track of the last of the former Gamillas we encountered in subspace. It happened when we got transported to that strange arsenal. So, we will now make use of the Cosmo Reverse system and save the 3 Earths. Hang in there, Yuki. I don't know what I would do without you. Data collection insufficient. Continuing strategic operations. That was a fight! 2 hours! Almost on to die. I may not have time to finish this today after all. Welcome, Ace Pilot Full Frontal! So you're the Android 9 I've heard so much about. It's a pleasure to finally be able to speak to you. Likewise, it's an honor for me to be here with you. I never would have thought until very recently we'd ever be able to shoot the breeze, as they say. That's life for you. Possibilities are endless. Yes, I finally understand what that means now. Our fight is just about to reach its climax, too. If we still wish to live in a future where everything remains possible, we're going to have to fight hard for it. I agree with the sentiment entirely. Days like today make me a true believer in the notion of infinite possibilities in every facet of life. I'm not going to be using him, but you can if you want to. He's actually a really good unit. Who are you? You mean you don't know? Are you the Cosmo Reverse system? A ghost walking around in a Federation outfit. Yep. Some orders. Not that it really matters at this point, but why the fuck not? Alright, time to save. Alright, setting up a marker.